All right. Welcome to episode 52 of what is going on here? Hang on a minute. Oh, here we go. Welcome to episode 52 of Flag to Flag Media Live. Tonight we are, I guess, I don't know. I mean, we got the other half of the Tanner brother combo tonight.
It's my
What do you
other
think,
half,
Tan, man? I mean,
it's my other half brother.
so the other Zach's other half brother is
the
on
better
tonight.
half.
So
It's the better half.
The better half.
Here's the crazy part about this. I got a phone call like 15 minutes before we were going to go live, and JT's like, "Man, I'm not going to make it." I'm like, "It's fine, whatever. It's no big deal." He goes, "But my brother's filling in." I was like, "Tanner's coming tonight?" And he goes, "Yeah, he'll be there." So we are very blessed to have Tanner Huffman in the studio tonight to fill in for his brother. I don't know. We might get to a situation where JT's fired and Tanner be here every week. I don't know. We'll see.
You ain't going to want that.
Huh?
You're not going to want that.
Okay. Well, we'll see how the night goes, I guess.
It's kind of funny because I went and picked him up. We went and ate since our women are out of town this week.
In Tennessee?
Yeah.
That's what Megan said.
We kind of had to fend for ourselves.
Right.
I said, just come on with us. And then JT called and said he wouldn't be here. And I was like, here you go.
You're going now.
Your time
you're
to shine.
If anybody's seen, I did put a post about looking for a couple more sponsors, and I can't be more thankful than the people that's reached out and have wanted to be a part of this deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and the sponsors that's on the screen every week, we got M2 Custom Design, Bow Livers Motorsports, Terrybuilt Custom Jack Stands, Popbit USA, Grind to Shine, Haller Motorsports Fab, Midnight Sports Gear, Hillbilly Barbecue Tenderloin, Greens Auto Sales, Solutions Directional Drilling, Jason Petmeyer Farm Bureau Agent, B&D Excavating Septic, and P3 Graphics. The crazy part about it is we have picked up a ton of sponsors in the last 2 days. So I do want to give these people a shout out. I will be redoing the bottom down here with the different, I want to get a video going that just scrolls through the whole show like the TV does behind me. Because now we've got a ton of sponsors, and they all ain't going to fit it down here on the bottom of the screen. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Justin Shaw at Superheat Solutions for coming on board. Seabiscuit with Real Deal Power Washing, Midnight Sports Gear, Birch's Sewer Drain and Septic, TSR Chassis, Racing Vector Store. That's a pretty cool deal if you're ever looking for Vector for a project you're working on. Get on there because there's a ton of racing vectors on there. A1 Pest Pros, Alexander Ranch, Jeff Mounts Transmissions, and Hoosier Auto Racing Fans, also known as HARF on Facebook. Thank you to all those people for coming on board and supporting us 100%. And if I forgot somebody, I'm sorry because I've been going through messages and writing all this down. So we appreciate everybody's support. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and we got a bunch of comments here. What's going on, Megan? Are they on their way home then, I guess?
No,
they
not
just
even
got
close.
there yesterday.
Oh, they just got there
last
yesterday.
night. Yeah.
So they're going to be there through the weekend then, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. This Megan's bachelorette party?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We're
I
free
got
till
you.
Sunday. That's all I
Free till Sunday.
I got enough pizza rolls in the freezer to last me all weekend. So
Absolutely.
I'm good. I almost forgot how to cook.
I did.
You really forget how to cook by Sunday. If Allie is watching, I will let her know that the brakes are done on her Escape.
And they work
Right?
good.
Yeah.
They work very good, Alex.
Because the Escape is sitting in my driveway. So
yeah, they are done.
when he pulled in the driveway, it did stop and he didn't hit nothing. So excellent brake job done by Mr. Stalker. What's going on, Anthony? Jason Huff. Hi from Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
He said hi from Indiana. What's going on, Paul? Anthony, Tanner Huffman in the house.
That's my biggest fan.
We had to bring out the big co-host tonight. I mean, typically Tanner doesn't get into this kind of stuff, but he's seen his brother struggle last week, so he's like, I need to help them guys.
I usually get kicked off of this kind of stuff.
Right.
What happens.
Hi, Becky. What's going on, Amos? Derek Walden is in the house. I'm sure Derek will keep us updated on Florence tonight. When I was watching Flo a while ago, it was skipping really bad, stuttering real bad, and I just shut it off. So I'll check on that for the show. What's going on, Philip? Zachary Klein. Hey, guys, got a favor to ask you. Would you mind signing my hat before you send it out? Absolutely. I will get everybody to sign up before we send it out. And I did talk to Grant, which Grant might chime in tonight, but he should have the flag to flag media hat done by the end of the week. So the guys did get back with him, and they did get the media part on the embroidery fixed. So it is, Brandon, as a very, very weird looking JT. Hoosier State Mod Lights, Steve Carpenter Memorial, then Lincoln Park Saturday night for a regular night of racing this weekend. 500 to win, 100 to start. Should be quite a few cars out of state show up. Keep me posted on the results on the Hoosier State Mod Lights deal, and we will talk about that next week on next week's show. They're at the Titanic Museum.
Man,
Well,
that's
You guys
cool.
are missing out.
You ever been to that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I
That's
think.
pretty sweet.
Well,
I
don't
thought it was
sing.
kind of boring myself.
Did
The
you
coolest
really?
part was where they had the actual like
The
glacier.
iceberg.
Yeah, iceberg.
That part
glacier.
Or
was
Glacier,
pretty
yeah.
Yeah.
Same
It was
difference.
pretty cool.
Well, don't sink.
No, that is true.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
you
is
get a
true.
card, they'll find out if they lived or died.
Yeah.
Get done.
Do you remember who you were, Tanner?
Not a clue. Pretty sure I died though.
Did you?
Usually happens.
You didn't make it through the Titanic journey, huh?
Nope.
What's going on, Ethan? Happy belated birthday. Flow feed is fixed. Thanks for letting us know, Billy. And Derek. What's going on, Debbie? Chilton fast time in Group A1. That's awesome to hear. I like Michael. We did that shop talk with him down there, and it was a really good time.
Yeah.
Very down to earth. It was so cool too because his shop used to be an in-ground pool.
Yeah, I seen that one.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't care who you are when you go do a shop talk and they offer you a bush light.
Absolutely.
It's by far a good
Hey,
shop talk.
good. Yeah, it was.
Hey, I gave you a Mountain Dew when you came to my shop.
I know.
The hell?
Yeah.
I'm not
Jared
saying
Bailey.
anything bad.
Jared Bailey gave
Some
me
people.
a Mick Ultra. I did kind of like a review with that about how you're saving calories and you know.
that's a different story.
all about-
Mick Ultra, man.
it's all about cutting carbs, Buzz.
It don't work.
No. Pierce fastest in Group 2.
Oh
A2.
yeah, that's my guy. I got him all weekend.
Man, you know, I was gonna wear my Bobby Pierce shirt tonight, but I knew Owen would be sitting right here giving me shit the whole time,
Oh
so I
yeah,
didn't
you
wear it.
got it for sure. You would have got it.
Yeah,
You should have worn it,
I
man.
know.
Me, Tanner, and Zach had a 3-race shout out. Okay, let's talk about this for a second, Brandon, because
Yeah, let's talk
I'm a
about
little
it.
torqued up about this whole situation.
I beat him a couple times last night.
But last year's
Number one.
champion has still not got an invite to play since last season, other than one time. JT invited me to play on a Friday night, and I had stuff going on.
It was like 9:30, 9:45.
This was
I
the
think
first
there's
time I
some-
We
turned
didn't
mine
want
on
to
since
interrupt
winter.
nobody.
I was up.
Okay.
I think there's some hurt feelings after last year.
There still is.
Tanner agrees. So
I'm still upset about it.
Yeah.
I just know that we had a really good race, us three, and we were battling for the lead, and we all kind of hit each other different times. And
That's 3.
yeah,
I don't remember you being up there much.
there was one race.
there was one race.
The other
One
two-
race.
The other 2 tracks I could not get a handle on. So
So yeah, I mean, I get it. You guys probably wouldn't have been up there with me. And I understand why I didn't get invited, but
you would
It's
have been
all right.
at the hot dog stand.
You definitely would
you
have been
would
at the
have
hot
both
dog
ran me to
stand.
the hot dog stand. I guarantee it.
In a heartbeat.
Guarantee it. So, Ethan, yeah, today's the day, but it's 8:09, so that's why I said belated because
He could have been
Forgot to
born
tell
at
you today.
8:15 tonight, though. So
that is true. That is true. I guess.
Happy birthday, buddy.
yeah,
I didn't know it was
Yeah.
your birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Let's talk about Brownstown Saturday night. So it was a Northern All-Star Series 10,000 win for super late models. I don't think the car count was as good as what the first Northern All-Stars race was. But there was so many series running Saturday night that it wasn't even funny. I mean, there was
yeah.
20 and 35. I mean, Rusty Schlenk won a 35,000 to win show at Merritt. Nothing against Rusty, but it's just like it was so spread out that just people were just scattered all over the place. So, but Stormy Scott did pick up the win. It was a pretty good race with him and Rice there for a while in the A main. So, and then, what else? I thought the super stock feature was best race tonight, though.
I didn't
my
get to be
opinion.
there.
My opinion.
I wasn't there.
I didn't get
to
a
watch it.
Oh yeah, you were in the lineup shoot,
Yeah.
wasn't you?
I didn't get to watch the second half.
When Brandon Carr passed, oh my God, I can't even think.
Groomer
Last
lap.
lap, terminal turn 4. That was a good race.
They
It was
had a-
clean. It was good racing.
They had a caution, didn't they?
Yeah,
With 1 or 2
they
to go.
restarted him single file, and then, which I think Brandon was chasing him down.
Yeah.
But then when the caution came out, I thought, man, this single
Yeah.
file starts are always hard anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then he chased him back down and then passed him, coming out turn 4. So
Yeah.
good racing.
Yeah.
Groomer was checked out in the modified feature. I mean, he was
Yeah.
on a rail in the modified feature.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, we got a scammer.
Yeah,
I
you
see.
need to get rid of him.
I see.
MD
What you is.
Shamim.
There we go.
But I do. I mean,
There we go.
Chris Workman won the Crown Vics.
Block him.
Hey,
Block him.
see ya.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe he just wanted to be a fan.
Is he still there? Let's block him. Hang on a minute. Block user.
Now delete his comment.
Delete comment. There you go. See ya. Oh,
See ya, MD.
yeah, he's gone.
Maybe.
He's still there.
It'll disappear. Give it time.
Yeah, give time. Oh, well. Anyway.
Calm down.
So is that it? No. There are
Finley.
no
Oh.
car.
Dustin.
Dustin
yeah.
won, and Phil Boudreau's pure stock.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good race too. I thought.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble with
Overall,
names for some reason. Not.
the racing was good. I really thought Josh Rice was going to pull it off, but I think Stormy was holding back.
Right,
I mean, it was
yeah.
50 laps.
Right.
So, Josh got out front and he was leading pretty good. And then there was a couple cautions, and then Stormy, saved his equipment for
Right.
then. And
There's a lot of talk right now too around the new tires. I think
yeah,
the new tires are throwing a lot of people for a loop. So
yeah. I hear they last longer maybe if the track doesn't rubber
Right.
up. But it seems more and more like the track's starting to rubber up.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed too.
So I don't know. The track was pretty good Saturday.
I thought it was. I
Yeah.
thought it was real good shape.
It was real racy right through the middle.
Right. Big happy birthday to Ray Weston. Tanner hit me so hard I had to buy the DLC Hans device. I can see that.
Well,
I can
if he'd
see
have
that.
slowed down, we wouldn't have had to do that. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the W.
Finley, I have to agree with you. I think the rain. I only felt a couple drops all Saturday night, but the way that the radar showed, I thought it was just going to rain out. I thought we're going to go pay, get in, and it was going to rain out. But it never really. I don't know. It was cloudy most of the night, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
we made it through.
I mean, according to my Uncle Darren's weather, we were going to get hammered.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it
It
never did.
just slowly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Went away.
Dustin Carr's 80th win.
Yeah.
Finley.
Him shamming is my new crew chief.
Hey, whoever you can get turn wrenches on that thing, go for it, bud. Go for it. So Bobby Pierce right now is on a roll. I think he's going to be hard to not pick to win the North South 100. I think Ricky Thornton Jr. is still. Oh, he never really slowed down, but I think he's still
Yeah.
a dominant pick to win the North South 100. But I really like to see something or somebody else win it. I want to see a Josh Rice get the win, or I want to see a Michael Chilton, or I would love to see.
Jason Jameson.
He spun out in hot laps.
That's hot lap.
Everybody
bud.
screws
might
up
be-
every once in a while.
Hey,
all right.
car might be so fast it just got away from him.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
I'd like to see
Yep.
Jason Jameson win one at Florence.
You know he's going to tear down the wall.
Ryan, I did see that you broke.
Hey, you made it farther
did
than me,
see that.
man.
Yeah, you did make it further than
I
Peyton.
think I got 5 or 6 in.
Yeah,
You'll get that on them
but
big
it looked
jobs.
good for those 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, she was handling good.
Yeah, it looked good for those 5 or 6.
I had just got back from the lineup shoot. And I was getting everything tied down, and I seen you come back. I was
Yeah.
like, "What the heck already?"
Yeah, and it wasn't even what we thought it was. So
And speaking of Philip, Philip did he definitely ran out of laps because he was chasing Workman down. So I think if it had been another 5 laps, it'd have been an awesome race. I think it'd have been just as good as a super stock race, honestly. Hey guys, I didn't finish second this past weekend. That's true. You finished farther back than second,
Hey, you finished.
but you
Yeah,
finished.
you
At least
finished.
But you
Yeah.
finished. It was a good. Let's just look at it this way, Finley. It was a good points night for you, bud.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm
points
still proud of you, buddy.
it's always nice to just finish a race.
Yeah. Tristan said she's pulling for Rice this weekend.
Nobody cares about her opinion, though.
All right, Tristan, you're out. Ryan Wood, slowly but surely, you're going to finish a race this year. He will. He's got too good of a car not to. What's the news on Terre Haute? I don't know. I've not heard.
Ain't heard any news.
I haven't heard any news on Terre
Still
Haute.
race up there.
I'll just voice my opinion, but I'm not a fan of Terre Haute.
It's big.
It's flat, big. I don't know. I'm more of a steep bank bull ring type person. That's what I like to see.
I like them up on the wheel.
Me too. Driving it. What's going on, William? So I'm just the media guy, but I will let these guys. Peyton,
What?
where you racing? Where at?
Where?
Yeah, the guy. He goes, where y'all race at? New guy here.
Brownstown.
What class?
Crown Vics.
Stalker.
Modified, Brownstown, Florence, anywhere local.
And the other guy that usually helps us, or his other co-host, which his brother's here today, but he races super stocks.
If you call it racing.
Yeah.
He drives one.
He shows up and pays his gate fee.
That's about it anymore.
He races also at Brownstown. Terre Haute put a call to Crates and Hornets. Like to race over there?
And
Hey,
Hornets would be 65-second laps.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a long time around
That'd
there.
be a show though going into the
It
corner.
would be. It would
Yeah.
be. Caleb said motor number 5 is in for Circle City tomorrow. I hope you can recoup some of that, Caleb.
Lucky number 5.
It could be lucky number 5 for you. I think you're going to have a big crate turnout at Circle City tomorrow night. And I think
I was going to go to Circle City tomorrow because I got Crown Vics up
Yeah.
there, but we got too many trees cut up.
I got you.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Keeping
go
you
too.
busy.
I was gonna go too, and I've just got too much stuff going on right now.
I wasn't going.
You aren't?
Tanner wasn't going to go at
Wasn't
all.
going.
So
I heard they got really good dipping dots.
Oh, they
All
got
right, I might have
really
went.
good.
You
They
talked me
Zach loves
into
the
it.
Dippin' Dots.
They
up there.
got really
Now, if
good.
they had, what was those things you got there night at the fair?
Churros, man.
Yeah, if they had them,
Churros.
you'd
Oh,
be
I
there.
love some churros. I about got kicked out of the racetrack to go get churros up there at the fair race.
Man, I'm
True
telling you
story.
Love
what, I'm glad everybody was safe after the nadir that went through
Yeah.
here the other
It was
night.
bad. It was really
It
bad.
did get rough.
Salem got hit pretty hard. Really hard, actually.
I was right in the heart of it. Paoli.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jessica got pretty lucky
Yeah.
from what you were telling
She
me.
woke me up and she goes, I think there's a tornado coming. I went and looked outside. I was like, that tornado's already came through here.
Right.
It's
Trees and
already
everything.
gone.
I was like,
It's already gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. Our alarms went off while me and Allie were sleeping.
On the phone? Yeah, that's what happened
Yeah,
to
on
us,
the
too.
phone, scared to death out
Me
of both
too.
of us. And then I got to looking, and you could see the lightning coming at us.
Right.
And it got real windy and humid. And since we don't have a basement, I was like, all right, we're going to go over to Dad's.
And he calls me. 1 o'clock in the morning, he calls me and goes, what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing, Zach?
I'll give you one guess. He was concerned.
I was concerned.
Right? Concerned. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Just let me die in peace, man.
But I mean, I live 5 minutes from Dad, and it took me probably an hour to get home.
Well, you're going
Just-
to come over here next time.
Yeah, I will because it's right
Yeah.
up the road now.
Right.
I know that. But I mean, there were so many trees down. We go down one road, tree would be down. We go down another road, tree would be down. There were 2 down on 135, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a bad night for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no problem, William. We get on here every Thursday night and just talk about racing and what's going on, and we have a good time with it. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for tuning in. Caleb said, no way, 25,000 deep in motors. Now, you might be able to recoup some of that by the end of the year.
It's better than 30,000.
That's true.
Could always be worse, buddy.
Better than 26,000.
Oh, yeah. A lot better.
Yep. What's the tornado count? 4? Jessica said 5, all EF1s. It's crazy.
a lot.
Crazy. It is a lot. And what's crazy is that's like, even like at the racetrack Saturday night, that's the stuff that we deal with in like April,
Yeah.
1st of May.
Yeah.
Going, because usually by this time of the year, you go to the racetrack and it's, 105 degrees with 200% humidity, and you don't ever worry about the rain in July and August.
Yeah.
But it's just weird how it's
Yeah.
like the last couple weeks it's been rainy.
I
And
think it caught everybody off guard. Nobody was ready for that.
no,
No.
they weren't.
I
And then they were
wasn't.
calling for severe weather the past like 4 days, and we didn't get anything.
Right.
I think they're just freaking out. But
Yeah. It's almost like sometimes don't get me wrong. The other night was, thankfully that went
Yeah.
off, but sometimes you wonder, like, are we overreacting sometimes?
Yeah.
You don't want to like cry wolf and then no, everybody's like, oh, it ain't going to happen.
It sounded like
Yeah.
a freight train at my house.
Yeah.
It was loud.
that's what Dad said the other night. He goes, if I'm a mechanic like weatherman, he goes, I'd be out of a job.
Oh, yeah. Yep. See, Derek said nothing at his house, and he only lives like 3 or 4 miles south of Salem.
Yeah, but he
probably-
don't know.
Yeah.
He don't even know where he's at half the time.
Elizabeth, so you did say, okay, so you say you slept through it. Did you hear the alarm go off on your phone, or was Anthony snoring so loud that like you couldn't even hear the alarm on your phone go off? We need to talk to the weather department about this. They might have to turn their volume up on their sirens on their apps.
No, they don't need to do that.
Huh?
I was sleeping just fine till Zach called.
I don't know. When that thing went off, I about yanked my CPAP machine
Oh,
off.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You and me both.
It scared me to
You and me
death.
both.
Scared me to death.
He says, I'm back in the scene, been out for 20 years, building an Enduro car in Crown Vic. Hopefully things take off near Oklahoma. Traveled to Big O Raceway in Ennis, Texas. Finished first heat, second main. Headed to Salina High Bank Saturday. Awesome. Well, good luck Saturday at Salina. Get that win. Get that win and get the check. Just one thing I miss is Enduros. They run the Enduro every year at Fun Fest.
Yeah.
I
They're
wish they-
fun to drive.
I wish they'd done more of those. You know what I mean?
They used to.
They
I
used
had a
to.
blast when I ran the one at Salem.
You gonna run the Enduro at Salem or at Brownstown for Fun Fest?
What do you
Yes.
think?
Okay, I just
You
want to make
better.
sure. I just
Watch
wanna
out
make
for
sure.
JT. He'll put you in a lap car
No, I'm sure I'll
whenever you're lapping him.
That's how JT is, though.
I'll
Yeah.
just
I
pull
believe
a.
I told
checkers or
you
wreckers?
to dump him before you ever went
No,
out
you
there.
just pull a cold trickle. You just wait for him to come in, hit you, and you slam on the brake and let him go up, and then he's gone.
There you
Don't worry
go.
about it.
There you go.
Put him in the wall every chance you get.
I was trying to be a nice guy.
That's what you get.
Or you could go out there and hit the pace truck because that's the only thing that you haven't hit.
Yeah.
I've
That's
told you
normally
that
how,
a time or
Yeah.
two.
yeah, and that's normally how that is.
Jessica said Kay's the only reason I woke up. Wasn't you, Peyton?
No,
You were out, bud.
I'm sleeping good.
Elizabeth said, do not disturb every night. Who has time for that nonsense?
Hey, don't try to hit the pace truck at Brownstown, though.
No,
I
we-
tried. There's a brick wall in front of it.
There is.
You can't hardly get to it.
No.
You got to be trying hard.
No. Kinsley woke me up because alarm was on her tablet, but my phone didn't go off. You need to turn that into the National Weather Service, Water Dog. Tell them that your phone wasn't working. Put that in as a
Probably 'cause
Work
he's on
order.
his phone all the time. It
Yeah,
just-
go ahead and
oh,
complain
your
some
phone
more.
could have
Water
been
Dog.
dead.
Complain some more. Go ahead.
Overton and Davenport front row of heat. Let's go Overton.
Yeah.
I like Overton.
it's gonna be a good one.
William, I actually sponsor the Crown Vic class at Brownstown Speedway. We are having a Crown Vic shootout September 30th here in Brownstown.
Dirt
Or-
Nationals,
I was going
right?
to say, I believe we called it Dirt Nationals.
Crown Vic.
No, it's Crown Vic
Dirt
shootout.
Nationals /
Crown Vic
Shootout.
Shootout.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that. It's $500 to win. I think there's been $100 put up for hard charger.
Oh, really?
Higher payback through the top 10. And there's also some other guys that I'm talking to that might be coming on board to help out some other stuff too as well. So it's gonna be a pretty big Crown Vic show for us at Brownstown Speedway. Yeah, pool Cade Loudy.
That was pretty scary. I thought that was Gilpin at first because
Right.
Mm.
all the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that guy hit that wall hard.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing I don't understand is like, why? I mean, stuff is too expensive to.
I don't even know
I
what
don't
all
know.
happened there. I didn't see none of it.
And then the thing is, if you go back and you watch the video, I guarantee you, as soon as he watched that video, he's like, "Man, I overreacted on that one," because Shelby didn't even really do anything.
Yeah.
It was racing, and yeah, he got into his right rear, but it's not like Shelby just drove in there and ran plumb over him.
Yeah.
So now you just junked a race car because,
Yeah.
I build new ones.
That was sitting.
well, yeah, but not yours. I mean,
Just money.
Yeah.
Go buy another one.
I
That
wish
was,
it was like that.
that was sitting in the grandstands right where it happened at. And he said he's gonna definitely need a front clip.
Oh, I guarantee it. So anybody out there watching, don't let Tanner Huffman drive for you.
Yeah.
That's why I
don't do
quit
that.
driving. Just money.
Dalton Fleener, are you going to race? Are you racing the pure stock anytime soon? He needs to. He got a win over at Scottsburg.
Yeah,
Fleener's fast.
He ain't been in it since.
he is.
You put him in anything, he's fast.
Yeah.
He can run fast too.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dalton Fleener update. Hey, William, come on up September 30th, man. We'd love to have you.
Reed Dalton's, I can't see that. from here.
Paul Campbell, maybe sometime, or maybe Scottsburg. We are super busy at work. Just depends on if I get finished up early enough that day.
We'll dig fast.
Yeah, dig fast, bud. Set them septics quick.
You're fast and everything else. You might as well be
Yeah,
fast and
That's
excavator.
true. 11 hours and 52 minutes from here.
Ain't
I'll
nothing
put-
but a drive.
I'll put it on the calendar. If I can make it this year, I will. Awesome. Definitely like to see you up here. That'd be awesome. Hey, spread the word down there too about Flag to Flag Media. Like I said, we get on here every Thursday night and we just bull crap about racing and what's going on nationally, regionally, local, whatever. We just like to talk about racing, and we're all really good buddies and have a good time with it. So this is also streaming live on YouTube too. So people don't have access to Facebook, they can watch us on YouTube as well, on the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel. Caleb said I was hoping to Gilpin.
I don't know what he meant by
Me
that.
either. I-65 is running next Friday, the 18th. Put it on your calendars. I-65 next Friday, the 18th. Andrea, or sorry, it's by TJ. What are we running? We running Crown Vics, Modifieds,
Probably
Pure
Hornets.
Stocks, Hornets. Is there anything else added to that? Are they doing any kind of like scrappers or anything like that over there? I could scroll through Facebook and probably find it, but I thought maybe we might be able to say it right here on the show. I-65 next Friday, the 18th. Hornet Scrappers, minivan figure 8, I believe. Okay.
Oh man, we need a minivan.
We do need a minivan.
That's got you wrote all over.
It does,
the
Zach.
place.
That has you wrote all over it.
You could burn that baby up.
I'd like to do a minivan demolition derby like they
Oh,
do
that'd
at
be a good
Brownstown
time.
every year.
I watched these two. They had a minivan up at Brownstown, and they had two of them show up one year. There's only two minivans that showed up. So they lined them up across the pit from each other, and they threw the green flag. And then minivans hit so hard in the center that the bolts broke out of the driver's seat on one of them, and they hit the back doors of that minivan. It was an old Astro van. Remember the old Astro vans had like the doors that opened up like this?
Oh yeah,
They hit the back doors of that Astro van.
that's
I was
great.
like, holy cow.
The
Oh,
one thing I do like about the demolition derby at Brownstown, they don't water the track so much you
Right.
can't get out there and run.
I'm going to put up a petition for derbying. I think, no, this is no disrespect to the derbies. I like the derbies. But I think what we need to get back to is you just knock the windows out of them and you go derby them.
I think
I
they
think
need to
if
not
you-
water the track down.
Right.
Just go dry.
But I think if you build a demo car that's going to last 8 or 9 races long, that's not a demo car, in my opinion.
That's
You're
like
building a
small
tank.
Yeah.
You're building a tank, not a demo car. A demo car, you ought to put it in the pit. You ought to just beat the living tar out of it. And
Take
then
it
in
to
the
the
old days,
junkyard next day.
yes, the old
Yeah.
days, they just throw them on the infield and then the junkyard come pick them up.
Heck,
I think-
back when I was a kid, Cozarts would come up as a rollback, pick them up from the track.
Yeah.
They'd show up to just roll them off.
Just pick them all up and take off with
Yeah.
them.
I think the only bad thing is they're running out of cars. You know, like them
I mean-
old Crown Vics and everything, they're running out of
That's-
them.
I
That's
mean,
because
that's-
everybody's
yeah.
buying them to race them.
That's
People
what's
like
going
that.
on with Crown Vics.
Yeah.
I mean, before too long, the Crown Vic series will not be a Crown Vic series
Yeah.
because they're all going to be gone.
It's already on its
What
way
was-
there.
Yeah.
What we replace it with?
The new
Uh,
Chargers,
Ford
man.
Rangers,
The Chargers.
the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's
Cops
probably
are
what
getting
it'll
the
be.
Chargers now.
Yeah.
It'll
Let's
be
get
something
Chargers.
like that.
I'm gonna get a Durango.
Are you?
Oh yeah. You get a Charger, I'll get a Durango. We'll go out there and race.
Yeah, good grief. What's going on, David? They have stock classes. That I just
Okay.
don't feel like there's as many stock cars as what there used to be. I guess is
Yeah.
kind of, I feel like most of the guys that are in the Derby now are building, the more solid cars. It's going to
Yeah.
last 7 or 8 weekends.
Yeah.
From a financial deal, I get it because your car's going to last a lot longer. But
Yeah.
I guess that's me coming from a fan, not a driver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I miss the old lawnmower derby they used to have at Fun Fest.
see right there, David said front wheel drive is plentiful. I always liked the front wheel drive demos, the little bitty cars. Those are always good too. Little front wheel drives, they get up and go.
Yeah.
in the dirt mud.
Yeah.
Scottsburg demo was boring. Pretty sure the winner just had a bigger fuel cell. That's probably right. Dustin Cross is a guy to talk about. Is a guy to talk demos. Down in Kentucky back in the day, they would drive cars to track and bust out the windows for the demos. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the way we need to do it.
You
now.
drive her there, you bust the window out of there, and then just junk it
Yeah.
right there.
That'd be fun.
I have never seen a combine demo. I've seen them on YouTube, but I've never actually been to
Yes.
one. Have you seen one?
No, I've seen it
Yeah, I
on
have too.
TikTok.
Wreckfest video games get
Look,
a.
Jess gave me a dang Durango. I'm ready, Peyton.
There you go, Peyton. Can you
Get your
deliver?
charger, son.
I don't care.
I'll
You
line
deliver?
them up.
I mean, that ain't my
That thing's
car.
got a mean motor in it.
I just
It's
need it for
just
tonight,
what it
just to
is.
meet
They-
Peyton. You can
I
have
think
it back.
Mexican had it before her.
Yeah. It's got a loud exhaust on it.
Yeah.
Sounds
She
good.
thinks it's the
Sounds
you
like a
know,
truck.
You know how you can put like exhaust tips on it?
Yeah.
One of them fell off, and she thinks that is why it's making the sound.
Oh, no,
I said,
no.
no, honey. I said,
No, it's
got
in your muffler.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's minor
Lord.
stuff. As long as it sounds cool.
She's
to
like,
drive
you
it.
weld that tip on there. She goes, that sound to go away. I was like, no, it ain't going nowhere.
Just take a hammer and
Put a
beat the
new tip
muffler
on
back
it.
together.
Yeah.
Put a new tip on it. Autocross is the new demo.
Pretty much.
That would be, yeah. That'd be a good time. We need to get you one of them too, Stalker. Hey, to go back up here to Jeremy's comment,
Yeah.
Zach is not going to Florence.
No.
We talked about it. We had a team meeting the other night, and you know, sometimes your car is just too fast to go to some of them bigger races. And here's the thing: is if you go to a big race like that and you dominate the way that Zach's capable of dominating, they're immediately going to think you're cheating, and we don't want people to find out all the cheating secrets. So we just stay local. We don't.
I'm glad Matt stuck up for me on that one, but that's not anything I said.
Hell, I tried to get him to go.
I got it recorded, bud. I
Yeah.
recorded the whole thing.
I was ready to go. He wouldn't do it.
No, I can't take off for 3 days and go racing like that. I just too much stuff going on right now. So maybe next year.
Will there be a TV at JT's wedding? Hell, I don't know. I ain't in charge of nothing.
What were we having a TV for?
I don't know.
Oh, the World 100.
The only thing I'm in charge
That's
of is
World 100
making sure
weekend.
I show up with the right clothes
Derek
on.
won't be there.
No, he don't show up to nothing.
No.
You better be there, Derek.
It's
better
going to
be
be
there.
a wedding. I don't know if it's going to be a good time or not, but it's going to be a wedding.
It's gonna be a wedding.
I'll be there. I'm the best man. Hey,
I'll
you
be
got to
there.
show up. I got a speech. I got a good speech.
Do you have a speech?
Oh, yeah. I already got it wrote.
I can't wait to hear this one. This is gonna be good.
Oh, it's a doozy.
Who's your all's pick to win the North South? Let's just go ahead and knock it out right now.
Racing Jason Jameson.
Jameson. Tanner's going Jameson.
I got Pierce.
I'll go Hudson.
You going Hudson? I think the Rocket One House car's got a really, really good shot.
You
gonna-
boys better
since-
hope Jameson
listen,
gets wrecked. We're
I,
going to the
I
front.
think I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to kind of stick that regional, national on the fence type thing. Since Linville's not going to be there, I'm going to go with Josh Rice.
That would be my backup. I was getting ready to
Josh
say
Rice.
Josh
I know
Rice.
it.
I think it's his year.
He's fast.
I think Davenport's going to be good, but Davenport, in my opinion, is bigger or is better on the bigger tracks.
Right.
When you can get on clean air.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get out in clean air at Florence.
It's crazy how I was talking with somebody at work the other day about this, but it's crazy like how much racing changes because you go from a $2 million a year to, I mean, you're struggling, not really struggling, but you're in the top 10 every week. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, this time of year, he was just dominating.
Yeah.
So,
And
and RTJ and Pierce are now. So it's just weird.
yeah. Well, and it changes every year, you know, like RT, he'll be good this year. Somebody else will find something and be good next year. And
Right.
it just, I think that's why racing's so humbling because
Very.
you can go from winner to nothing.
You better ride the wave while you're on top of it.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be about your turn to find something.
Huh?
That'll be about your turn to find something.
I've been on top. Now I'm
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah. Kind of
gotta
like
be
how
getting
I was
close.
on the video game last year, man. Just every
Yeah.
week, just
Mhm.
dominating.
Yeah. You know,
Uh,
I go from one class and, you know, being dominating, and now I'm getting dominated.
That's the way Matt was in go-karts. He was terrible.
Whatever.
Now he's all right at X.
Whatever. Derek's going Davenport. Schreier's going with 20 RT. Finley's going with Hudson. Debbie's going with Bobby. Ethan's going with Rice or Pierce. Billy's got an emoji. Amos is going with Rice. Jaden said Michael Chilton just went overall fast time. Be nice to see a regional racer win.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Billy, I gotta go. I mean, I gotta agree with you there. I mean, I like Overton. Overton's a good dude.
I can't read it.
You can't read that?
No, the emoji.
Oh, it's just a rolling eyes face.
Oh, I got you.
Jeremy Huffman's going with Chilton,
He don't know where he's at half the time. Though.
and
They don't
Jeremy
even know who Chilton is.
Jeremy Huff is Archer race O'Reilly's Raceway tomorrow. I'd like to see that series get big again like it used to be. Arca used to be huge.
Yeah.
Used to be. So what else is on the agenda, boys? Circle City's tomorrow, Friday night. Sorry.
Well,
Is anywhere racing Saturday night?
I think
Is Peregrine running Saturday night?
Peregrine or Putnamville, one of the
They're
two.
running.
Brownstown's off.
Brownstown's off.
I think most people take off that weekend because
They
of
do.
north south.
yeah.
They do. So let's get into this discussion a little bit because I've seen Jeremy Ogle posted this on Facebook. Do you agree that tracks should shut down for these bigger shows?
No.
Yeah or nay?
All your low budget teams don't really stand a chance going to these big shows
Right.
because all these high budget teams
Yeah.
are going to be there. Give them somewhere to run.
So,
Here's my.
let's
can I
hear it. Throw it out there on the table, Stalker.
So, like Brownstown, they only take off 2-3 times a year. Sometimes that little weekend off is nice for a lot of people,
Yeah.
especially if you're not racing
Right.
every single weekend. And kind of gives people, if they want to go somewhere else and, just go watch a race or something like that. Yeah, take that weekend off.
There was a
That's my opinion.
There was a comment that was put, I think, on his post or to Miss Miles's post, but about track officials, and sometimes that's the track officials' day to go because track officials are at the same track every single week.
Yeah.
And that gives them a chance to go watch the North South or the World or the Dream.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of gives them I try to be 100% for the racers, obviously, but
Yeah.
sometimes, the officials, when they're at the same track
Yeah.
every single week,
Oh, yeah.
it gives them a chance to take their family
Yeah.
and go watch another race somewhere else.
You got to have that too.
I kind of see both sides of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But it also sucks too for like me and the Crown Vic guys that have been off for a month and a half.
Right.
Then we have one race and then we're off another
again.
week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It
Kind
kind
of hard
of
to get seat time when you ain't got nowhere to go, ain't it?
Right.
I could go to Circle City tomorrow, but it's a 2-hour drive. and
Right.
costs
Yeah.
$75 in fuel just to get there.
And I'm not trying to put down, I know we could get into the whole spiel about money to win and payouts and all that stuff too, but sometimes from a financial decision too, you can go pull to Brownstown
Yeah.
or you're going to pull to Circle City, which is 2 hours, and you might make a little bit more, but is it really worth the 2-hour pull?
yeah.
Now if you're racing for 1,500 to win, then
Yeah, it's a different story.
a little bit different.
But it's
story.
also costing you $800.
Those tires.
and tires.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't make
you-
money.
you
and
don't.
There's nothing.
No,
about
you,
it.
you can't make.
No.
No.
The only
Yeah.
person making money here is nobody.
Yeah.
Really, nobody.
Yeah. Track promoter. That's probably it.
Yeah.
And he ain't making a lot if he
No.
is.
No,
There-
the people
there
that
ain't no
probably
way.
make the most is like flow racing
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and dirt
Streaming,
racing people like
yeah,
that.
streaming. Jaden said Lincoln Park is the only local track running this weekend, and then Dave Lucky said Steve Carpenter Memorial Bloomington and Lincoln Park Saturday. Peregrine is running makeup feature Bailey Hicks.
Oh yeah, because they got rained out,
Yep,
didn't
they
they?
did. Yeah, they did get rained out.
Yeah.
I used to love working Friday at Thunder Valley. It paid for my weigh-in somewhere on Saturday. Absolutely. The 2-hour pools are never bad going, but those drives home suck big time. That is
Yeah.
100% correct.
They do. And on a 2-hour pool there,
Yes.
you got to stop and get something to eat on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to.
White Castle.
2
For the
hours.
win.
I have to stop and get something to eat on the way home from Brownstown. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. Too.
Yeah, we do.
You can't drive by Dairy Queen and not stop and get an ice cream. You have to.
Yes, David. I would say that probably the biggest money makers is the tire companies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gate numbers, especially with racing on TV, have to have something to do with it. I mean, that's true. When I was watching Flow earlier during hot laps, now I understand that it is a Thursday night, but the backstretch grandstands didn't even look like they were half full.
Really?
No.
Huh.
So I don't mean to me for North South weekend, it was just kind of odd. You know what I mean?
Well, it was like $45 to get in, wasn't it?
Saturday.
You know, I was talking to a guy at work about this that is in the racing like I
Right.
am, and he's like, you know what? I can just watch it on Flow, and I can go to bed right when it's done. He said, I think I'm just going to stay home and cook steaks. I was like, you spend that
Right.
$45, go get some really good steaks.
Right.
Yeah.
Have a
There you
nice
go.
dinner. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy how the racing's going towards all of that.
Right.
But in the same sense, like, it's kind of nice.
Right.
Because if I want to stay home and, work in the garage, I can still watch racing.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get that
So,
effect.
They're saying that the stands are pretty full now, which I mean they could have been in the parking lot drinking beer. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just
Yeah.
kind of weird. I
Yeah.
love going to.
If you're
to
going
me,
to stay home in the garage and spend $45 on steaks, just give me your $45. I'll give you steak.
there you go.
Hey, I had a really good steak the other night from Allie. She is really good at cooking steaks. So
I blame the farmer on that one.
Yeah, get a hold of Alexander Ranch for all your beef needs. Show sponsor.
He didn't buy his steaks from Alexander Ranch.
I'm just saying, right here. show sponsor.
Hollywood Hills.
We got to give Alexander Ranch a
Me and
shout out.
Hollywood Hills are
Some people.
partners.
You guys are tight though. You guys are tight.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're partners, aren't we?
We're something.
Yeah.
TJ said, need more local tracks open that aren't afraid to compete with Brownstown. Saturday night, nothing against Brownstown, but need more options for weekly racing so classes aren't off for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Like, I mean, if you look at the big scheme of picture, there's so many classes now. If everybody would just work together and schedule together, no, but a class should never be off a weekend.
Yeah.
There should be a place to race every single weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, Pete,
Well-
make the drive. Let's go Circle City tomorrow.
What is nice, like for us modifieds, I mean, yeah, we were only scheduled at Brownstown for like 12
Right.
times, but still, that really didn't bother me because if you want to run points, you're not going to be burnt out.
Right.
Yeah.
Running 20 to 25 races for points does not
It's a
give you
lot.
any
It's a lot.
more choices, to go to different
Right.
racetracks and race.
Right.
So I do like that part of it.
Chilton wins Heat 1. Derek said it's packed now, and Billy said stands at Florence are pretty full now.
Everybody
I
had
don't
to get
know. I
off
think-
work.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on their way.
That's true.
It is Thursday. You got to cut him a little bit of a break here.
That is true. That is true. That's my bad on that, Tanner.
It wasn't mine.
I didn't. I wasn't thinking about that. I was not thinking about that. Let's see what else. Did we miss any comments? What's wrong with you, bud? Tired? We might call it a short night tonight anyway, with North South being on.
I mean, we
Watch it.
still got
Shoot.
quite a bit of viewers. We're
No,
up
I'm
to
not saying it's
almost
almost off right
50.
this second.
I'd say a lot of the racers are watching.
I'm waiting on Water Dog
Yeah.
to say something. I'm going to get him tonight.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. He's going to
It's
screw
coming
up
after
here in
you,
a
Water
minute.
Dog. It's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
after you.
He's going to screw up here in a minute.
It'll never happen, but if I-65, B-Town, Thunder Valley, and Vernon would work together, yeah, that's the bad part is it'll never happen. But in a realistic world, if they did, there should be no race cars sitting in the garage on any given weekend.
I mean,
the class
Thunder
should be
Valley
running
and
somewhere.
Brownstown did kind of work together.
They did.
I mean, they did all right together.
Right.
It was rough turning around Friday night and getting ready for Brownstown on Saturday, but it could
I
be
think
done.
where
I
you-
wish Thunder Valley had opened back up.
That's a fun
Bad.
track. It's a fun track. I could never drive it, but it was a fun track.
I wish Vernon would open back up too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard rumors, but it would be nice if they would open back up.
So here's the thing. So your pure stocks, correct me if I'm wrong. Your pure stocks, Crown Vics and Hornets would probably be your easiest cars to go from track to track, right?
Yeah. Well, because see,
For the most part.
Vernon, Brownstown, and Salem have the same rules for everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you could all. and
But pure
somehow-
stocks don't have quick change, right?
No,
No.
And then Crown Vics don't and Hornets don't.
no, and super stocks don't.
And super stocks
Yeah,
don't.
Super Stock's running 9-inch too.
Yeah.
Right. So in theory, like if you was to run, this is just theory. If you ran like I-65 on Friday nights and then ran Brownstown on Saturdays, I mean the tracks are pretty compatible, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever I mean, we changed some stuff around from Scottsburg to Brownstown, but not a whole lot.
But I don't think it's a big, like when JT was going from Thunder Valley on Friday night to Brownstown on Saturday
Yeah.
night. That's a big change.
Yeah.
JT wasn't doing anything from Brownstown
That's
to
true.
Thunder Valley.
That's true. You
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Dad would be up at
Change
like
there.
5 o'clock changing stuff around.
yeah, but I'm saying like I think I-65 would be more compatible to do that with Brownstown than
Oh,
say
yeah.
what
Oh, yeah.
Thunder Valley or Thunder
Yeah.
Valley too.
Yeah.
All right, does that
Yeah.
make sense? So
Yeah.
all right,
I
I-65
agree
run
with
on
you.
Fridays. Let's get her done. TJ's gonna be like, what? 5 years ago, we left Florence one night and had a blast in Hinkle's getting. No, we didn't either. Some chick wanted to fight me, and it was, and all I did was laugh about something that she said, get something to eat, and she was like, she's not having it. I got out to the truck, and Byron Ray was like, what's going on? I said, just drive. Just
Oh, Byron Ray.
throw her in, drive, and go.
You know, it's a good time when Byron's there.
Oh, yeah, he was driving. What's going on, Zach? Glad you tuned in, buddy. He goes, I'm late, but Stalker is a unit.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate that.
He is a hoss.
He is a hoss. Zach, you going Circle City tomorrow night?
No, I won't be there.
Zach Burden.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Burden.
We kind of figured you wasn't going to be there.
Hornets
Just
just
give them a hard
changed
time.
front tires. So if they just change front tires, that's doable. I think Matt should do episode of tracks that are not open. There's a lot of cool history there. If you look a lot of the tracks over the country that are not open anymore, I've watched some videos that people post on YouTube, and it's crazy like how a track can close and in 2 years.
You watching
I mean, it's-
videos, you get depressed. That's
you
all
do.
that is.
You do get depressed.
Depression.
Zach said no. Probation officer said no.
Mm.
Well, all right then.
You can always break probation.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to go up there and take all their money. We know.
And Paul said Hinkle's is a bomb. The food was phenomenal. The experience inside was not. We might do that, Cameron. I might have to go check some of them tracks out. When I was a full-time musician, I lived above Hinkle's. Oh, I'd be 600 pounds. Nick Hoffman wins heat number 2. I think Nick Hoffman found something out of the other night. I really do. He beat Tanner English, but he looked good doing it. So Bluegrass Speedway Bluegrass was a great track. Bardstown was always a track I enjoyed going to. Tracks closing is a big problem right now. It is. Financially, it is. Well, it's crazy. Unless you got a ton of backing, then it's kind of hard to keep a track open these days. Yep, like Chandler.
Well, I mean, you see, like when I was a kid, there was B mains in every class,
Every class.
every night. And now, most of the time there's at least one B main,
Right.
if you're lucky. And I just think the way the economy's going and everything, stuff's so high and people just have different priorities now.
Yeah, and I think going back to our conversation earlier too, with so many series is running.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember back when like the Summer Nationals was the big thing. Like everybody quit what they were doing to run the Summer Nationals for a month straight.
Yeah.
It
And
was
now it's
also
just
a lot
like
more rugged back then.
Yeah.
a lot more rugged.
Yeah.
28 races in 30 days. That was
Yes.
a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and you could also, like John Gill said, you could take a cheap motor.
He ran the whole thing on a $5,000 motor.
Yeah.
There ain't no
can't
way
do
you
that
can do that
nowadays.
now.
No.
Yeah.
The way the technology has grown.
Now we're running $60,000 motors for $5,000 to win.
Yeah.
And changing it out every other week.
And it was $5,000 to win back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So
The technology has grown so much. I
Right.
think it's killed a lot of it.
yeah.
And it's more of how good of a car can you buy, not how good of a driver can you be.
Not trying to
Yeah.
compare apples to oranges here, but I think a lot of it reminds me of NASCAR.
Yeah.
Like when NASCAR transitioned from that good old boys of Dale Earnhardt worked on his own stuff to, we're going to pull it in and we're going to let this engineer hook a laptop to it and it's going to tell us everything that's wrong with it. And then we got to put this special set of shocks on there. That's going, that I think
Yeah.
that just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do to win. And I understand it's trying to keep up, but
Yeah.
I think you
That's
take
just
some
my
of it.
2 cents. So,
Right. I kind of like the whole kryptonite deal with the Vision car. If you have a car that's got limited capabilities as far as adjustments, then put some drivers in. Let's see who's a better driver. Is,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
It's a lot more fun to watch when it is about the driver, not the
oh,
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler Speedway was my favorite. Cameron and his dad both ran down at Chandler a lot. full-time musicians can't afford to eat. I'd be eating scraps.
Might be digging out of the dumpster.
They
looking
did,
for
Cameron.
stuff.
That's true. I mean, I remember back when Brownstown had 50 or 60 bombers every night.
And pure stock.
And pure stocks. Not just economy, but the difference in cars and car production. That's what caused the multiple classes.
Yeah, that's true.
And here's the other thing, too. Like, I'm a big Crown Vic supporter. I'm a big support class supporter. At some point in time, you have to keep your budget-friendly classes budget-friendly. I mean, I remember back when the Hornets, when they first started, it was knock windows, put a roll cage in it, just like the Crown Vic started. And now, I mean, there's Crown Vics on Facebook going for $6,000-$7,000, and it's like, where's the budget-friendly in that at? You know what I mean? So it's just like when the Hornets started making progress, right? I mean, they started being competitive. Then the Crown Vics come along. Well, now they're getting to the point to where,
What's going to be next?
right?
I think we all go back to go-karts.
Yeah, cheaper.
Everybody has to run a Harbor Freight motor.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
See who's going to drive.
Racers have killed classes, money for plastic. Yep. Me and Cameron Birch had plenty of road trips racing at Chandler. Like I said, that's nothing against any certain class. Like I support all. I support all sport classes. I'm just a true racing fan. I just love watching good racing. I don't care what class it is. But I mean, at some point in time, exactly, Hornets are out of control. Fast Hornets are $7,000 to $10,000. I mean, when you go
for like $250.
Yes, when you go from budget-friendly class, so then you're putting them on dynos, and I mean,
Well, it's the same thing with the Crown Vic.
Crown Vic's the same
You
way.
hear rumors of people putting $5,000-$6,000 of work into their motors.
Yes.
It's like,
It's like, I mean, that's not budget-friendly anymore.
You want to
Come
spend
on,
that kind of
guys.
money, get a different car.
yeah,
Right.
Go late model racing or something.
exactly.
You got to really love it.
So, but okay, so I'm not okay. I'll quit picking on Hornets, Crown Vics. Late models are the exact same way, right? I mean, 15 years ago, you could buy a good late model for $10,000, $12,000. Well, now with $5,000-$6,000 adjustable shocks and who knows what else, that's why late models are $70,000 now.
10 grand don't get you nothing anymore.
No.
Like I said, you really got to love it.
Brandon, you are 100% correct. I will not take that away from you. Everybody complain all they want, but people still going to spend it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
right.
We didn't say we weren't going to spend it.
And I know that 100% because I have a tab at Howler Motorsports and Fab.
Yeah, I need to get the
Because
number
racers
for
won't
that
quit spending
too.
money.
How do I get on that one?
You ain't getting on it. You ain't getting
I need
on
to
it.
order some stuff.
10 grand was a lot more money. Yeah, back in
Ain't
the
that
day.
the truth?
It was.
But $70,000 is a lot of money in today's world,
Right,
too.
it
is.
So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say that.
Well, he's saying
Yeah.
10 grand was a lot more valued money
no,
back
yeah,
then.
I'm saying that, but I mean,
Well, 70,000 was.
back
yeah,
then you didn't have 10 grand to go blow on a car.
Right.
Do you have 70,000 right now to go blow on a race
No.
car?
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
same
I don't
Same
have 10
scenario.
grand.
same
to blow on a
scenario
race car.
since everything's
More.
yeah.
Here's the thing about racing, and Doyle kind of hit on it a little bit, but I think that racing, if you're not cheating, you ain't winning. And that doesn't matter what class, it doesn't matter what car, tractor pulling, it doesn't matter what it is. Everybody is always trying to gain an edge. So, I mean, Scott Bloomquist totally rewrote a whole rule book for Lucas Oil just because
It's all about the gray area.
it is. It is. How far can you stretch it?
That's right.
It all depends on if you're running aluminum hoods or trunks on Crown Vics too.
Hey, Brandon said I need your credit card number.
No.
That's all I gotta have to get on the account.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll get
No,
it
that
from
ain't
JT.
working.
JT will hook me up.
I didn't tell you about that, did I?
What?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I don't want to say it on here.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
10 grand can't get a rolling chassis. That's for sure. You cannot.
Pierce wins Heat 3.
I did see that. I just skipped over that.
That's Paris.
Oh, Paris.
Paris.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is.
Paris.
Yeah. he can't
They got you,
spell.
Water Dog. They got you. Owen's not even in here to spell check you.
You better be happy I
Fergie
can't see
and
that car.
beating- Fergie went 3 laps on a flat tire. Billy, so I can remember a new car at the dealership was $5,000. Now they got like 300,000 miles and you can't get them for 5,000.
So you can't buy a used car for $5,000.
Yes, Kenny, I'm saying 100% you're not cheating enough.
You try harder, buddy.
Yeah, if you ain't winning, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. That's very true, Debbie. Sponsorships is a lot of reason why.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I hate to see what Nutrient Ag and
Yeah.
all
I
them
mean,
guys are throwing out there.
I wouldn't have what I have without all my
Flag,
sponsors. Yeah.
I'll
I was
just throw it
thinking
out there.
Hollywood Hills is his better sponsor. Just putting that out there.
I'll let you two go after that.
You don't want none of this.
You're probably right. I don't. I do. You're always trying to one up the next and have that little bit of an edge that holds. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Until somebody else finds it, and then you got to find something else. Like David says, it's not cheating until you get caught. If you ain't eating, you ain't. If you ain't cheating, you ain't eating. Peyton Walker, I know what you're talking about. Crown Vic, hood and trunk a little light.
So I'll just go ahead and
The
say
magnet,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
And I don't think they realize that on the older model Crown Vics,
they had aluminum.
they have
trunks and lids.
aluminum trunks and hoods.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they didn't check that on me on tech, but I know Nathan Lewis, his dad came over and asked if they checked me, and they were going to disqualify Nathan because his hood and his trunk was aluminum, but his model car is the same year as mine, which is before the 03. Is it 03? I
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah.
They changed.
Paint it metal flake.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, whatever.
Very, very heavy metal flake. Fix that problem.
But I mean, the thing is, you're supposed to run them stock. So I'm not going to purposely
Yeah.
take my aluminum hood off that came on the car stock and buy a steel hood to put on
Right.
it.
Shoot, no.
I don't know.
Nick Hoffman said a mod roller is 40,000.
They're more than that now.
They are. They're like 47. 45,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
they're more than that. And that roller that he's talking about is pretty stripped down.
It is. Billy said, I get free money and free labor. I'll take it. Absolutely. Brandon Norman said, what about a complete crate type car? Same suspension, virtually completely the same cars with the exception of maybe tires and springs. Which I think that's what the crate class ought to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because don't get me wrong, but I think when the crates started coming out, it was they had to run a certain type of shocks.
Right.
And now,
Kinda open
it's-
now,
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of open.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
And they-
cool when they first came out. They was running old chassis.
Yeah.
They was pulling Raybirds
Yeah.
out of the way
Yeah.
and running them. That was awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
Now they're
some
showing
guys,
up with rockets.
yeah, some guys still do it, but I think the engine's what's keeping everything calm right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Because virtually it's the same exact thing other than the motor.
pretty well.
Right.
I think the rules are the same on them except the motor.
Gotcha.
Pretty
He
positive.
said free honey, not money. Hawkins Joyful Bees. Like honey. But you're right, though. I mean, the motor is really the only thing that, technically right now, that's the only thing that's different.
Yeah.
Suspension parts, all that stuff's the same.
Yeah. But you can buy pretty dang good crate car for the same price as a modified.
Right.
So, I mean, that's kind of the boat
I think
I'm
the
in.
crates put on good racing, too, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I like watching the crates.
I
Me
like
too.
the crates. The crate
I'm a
class
fan.
is fun.
I'm a fan. I am a
It's
fan.
weird not having a whole bunch of motor, but it's pretty fun.
Right. 7,000 crate motor, 10,000 crate motor.
I mean, it's all on how much you want to spend, but you can't buy a modified motor a good
Not for
modified
that.
motor for even close to that.
Right. I mean, motor, no smoky. I mean, I hate to see what how much money I got in that thing.
Why you gotta get the
There's no other
battery
golf
ones?
cart in the pits that's as fast in corners as good as old Smoky.
I don't know.
Because I don't bring mine there every week.
You cut that sucker too sharp, you ain't turning.
No, you ain't gonna get stuck, ain't
Yeah.
You can brake torque mine.
Yeah, actually, you can. I did see that.
it? What?
Yeah.
Brake torque Tanner's golf cart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
you
just sit
can.
there and spin them.
Yeah.
She's
it's
mean.
nasty.
Matt said they're not the same.
Oh, you're right. I mean, they're all different. It's all on what the engine builder wants to put in them.
What's a realistic price an average Joe Blow can afford to buy a race car for?
More than I can afford.
Depends on what you want to buy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the class.
Billy
Nothing
said
else
looked
to
at
talk
4
about
Hornets
today.
this week, 7 to 12,000 UMP. And Kenny said average Crown Vic should be around 4,000,
That seems awful low for Crown Vic.
but it should be. He's saying
We got-
should
Oh
be.
yeah, it should
Should
be. He's
be.
right. It
Should
should be.
be.
We got lucky with how cheap we got mine.
Oh yeah,
But then I've put
you put quite a bit
up
into
to
it. too.
that
Yeah,
into it.
right.
But yeah,
All right then.
that's a good
What else you
point.
got?
The price debate could go on all night.
Oh
so.
yeah, we could talk about this
Yeah.
all night long.
I do want to give a shout out to my sponsors. I'll be putting a post up this week, or probably the first of next week, on the page with all the sponsors. I did post them individually, and we will get them on the show. They've all been on the TV behind me, but we will get them scrolling somewhere else on the show so everybody can see them. I do appreciate everybody's support in the show. I think Tanner did a lot better job than JT tonight. It just flowed so much better with Tanner.
Hey, I'm just happy I ain't really said any bad words yet.
That's true. I've been proud of you tonight.
I've been trying hard.
I've been proud of you.
It's a struggle. It's a real struggle.
So we will be back next Thursday. I don't know who will be on the show. I'm assuming JT will be back. Owen might be back. So I guess until next time, we will see you all when the next flag flies.